Rashad Evans and Sharon Warren. Who the heck is that?
All right, here we're back with a Week 5 predictions video. We are joined by the Texans user Antonio. How's it going, bro?
How you guys doing today?
Definitely glad to hear a new user's voice. Always want to get as many people in here as we can doing these predictions videos. It makes it more interesting, get people's takes on stuff and on users. So definitely excited about that. If anyone else is interested in joining, I'm trying to get a different user each week moving forward, just to try to get a lot of different voices and things on. If anybody is interested in doing that, make sure you message one of the commissioners. That's myself, Jason. I'm the Bears user. There's Dwayne. He's the Cowboys user. There's Dean. He's the Packers user. There is Savon. He's the Bengals user, and Leslie. He's the Browns user. Also, message one of those before mentioned commissioners if you believe somebody's cheating or breaking rules or isn't following things the way they're supposed to be. You're going to need some sort of proof, or else we're not really going to be able to do anything about it if they just say, oh, no, I didn't do that, but you don't have any proof. That's one reason why we kind of went to all games being streamed moving forward. It's going to make things more interesting. Everyone's doing a great job getting their games played. We've advanced early 2 days in a row now, which is what we'd like to see, which is just crazy for being 9 seasons into a Madden without a restart. And we got all these guys playing all their games, which is just really, really impressive. We've had a few new guys like yourself, Antonio, step in for some users and have just stepped right in with everybody else, which is great stuff. Definitely really happy to see that. And moving forward to this new Madden when we get into that. We're going to do a normal thing. We're going to do our players of the week, and then we're going to do these predictions game by game. There's some really interesting matchups this week we're going to get into, so definitely looking forward to that. We're going to go ahead and start off with the players of the week. We'll start on the AFC side, Antonio, so hit it whenever you're ready.
No problem at all, Jason. Just I do want to commend you guys on for keeping this league going. Like I said, I'm just new myself, and for you guys to have this many people in this league and still for it to be that fresh and everybody still to be willing to play, it's actually a very good thing to have because I've been missing out on a couple of leagues myself. So I'm actually glad to join a very good active league. So with that being said, the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, Shea Warts. It was great. We had a great play out for the Bengals this week. I see 21 and 30. Dang, like he was torturing the defense. Well, who did he play? Who did he play last week? If you don't mind me asking, Jason.
I'm not exactly sure. Let me go look at it. I know that he beat the hell out of the Patriots, but I think that was 2 weeks ago. Let me check this team schedule because that's Savon. He's one of the better users in this. He beat the Ravens CPU. Chap's on sabbatical. He's got some family stuff going on, so he's not playing his games. But I mean, that's what Savon does. He's won like 5 out of the 8 MVPs and things like that. He puts up big numbers.
Cause that kid, that quarterback, like he put on 2 games at once.
Yeah, 7 touchdowns.
Four,
Sweet Jesus.
7 touchdowns, 4 passing, and 3 rushing. Oh my God, that was a game. Oh, I hate it. I would hate to be his opponent. Uh, I don't know if I think I do see him this year actually. So it may be a good, interesting game.
Yeah, he
Uh,
is. He's a really good user. So good luck.
that's fun. That's what I like to hear. The AFC defensive player Rashad Evans. That is actually with 9 tackles, a sack, interception, and a touchdown. All he's missing is a forced fumble, and he would have had a mighty good game if he had that forced fumble along with her.
All right, the NFC Offensive Player of the Week, Camden Andrews, making his first start for the Lions after a trade over from the Jets. He went 8 of 13, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns, did throw a pick, but the big numbers here: 9 carries, 225 rushing yards, and a touchdown. He was running all over the field. As impressive as that gets, I think that these numbers by Roquan Smith may be the most insane numbers I've seen by a defensive player in this league. It was against the CPU, so we will kind of demerit it for that. But he had 11 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery, and 3 touchdowns. He actually got 2 picks, the 2 pick sixes on back-to-back plays too in the fourth quarter. Um, so
That's
really good
rare.
game for the Bears. Let's go ahead and get into these predictions. I know everybody's looking forward to that. It's the good part. Everybody likes to see who I'm not giving enough credit to and who I give too much credit to. We're going to start off with the Pats at the Jaguars, and I always forget to do this. Let me update Daddy Leagues. That way everybody can see that and look at that if they need to. The Pats are 3-1. Jaguars are also 3-1. So this is a really exciting game. Jaguars user, one of the new users in the league. He's from London, so his time schedule is gonna be a little wonky. Hopefully, him and J Drop can get that figured out. He is playing good football though. He beat the Dolphins last week. Patriots playing really well. This is going to be a tough game, I think, for J Drop. He's going to kind of walk into this one a little underestimating his opponent, I feel like. I think the Patriots will win the game, but I'm going to say by about 10 to 14 points. What about yourself, Antonio?
See, this one right here, I might have a little bit of uh, animosity towards it because the Patriots is actually one I lost to this year, and he actually put a pretty big L on me this year. But um, I have seen the Jaguars game. He does play pretty good defense, solid defense. His user is pretty exceptional at that. So I do think this is going to be a tough game. And if the Jaguars do stay up on his running back, on a Patriots running back, it'll be a close one. So I give it right now to the Patriots with a ten win, over 10 points. I'll say give me 10 points.
I like it. Next, we got the Buccaneers at the Giants. Peso and his Giants are off to an 0-4 start, playing the 2-2 Bucks. I know Peso's last two games, he's kind of been sitting out. He's kind of done with Madden, but I've talked to him. He's coming back. He's going to play his games. That division is definitely not lost. The leading person in that division is only 2-2 at the moment, so he's definitely still got a chance. GA's finest played the Cardinals in that heavy run game that he's got. So I think that that's going to translate well against Peso here, especially with Peso taking some time off. I'm going to take the Buccaneers to win this game on the road, and somewhat of an upset, at least user skill wise. I'm going to take the Bucks to win this game by about 10 points.
See, Jason, I might have to go a little different on you on this one. I might have to go to Pesos. I might think the Giants are gonna pull it out on this one, and I'm gonna say by. I'm actually gonna go. He's gonna pull it out at least by 14.
I like it. I like it. Next, we got the Panthers at 1-3, traveling to play the 2-2 Saints. Now, what I have to say is about this 1-3 Panthers team. He is one of the most improved users over the last two seasons that I've seen. He only lost by 3 points to Twan last week. He only has a 6-point loss to E-Fly. So he's played a tough schedule to this point forward. I think that he's definitely going to make some noise down the stretch as far as possibly being a wild card team. And that's going to start with a W here on the road at the Saints. They only lost by 7 to E-Fly last week. He played him tough, especially in the second half there. But I think that the Panthers' offense, especially with that wide receiving core that he has, is just going to be too much. I'm going to take the Panthers to win this game on the road.
I'm kind of feeling you on the same route with that one. The Panthers has have a tough little schedule so far, and the Saints, I think, just might this game right here. I think it's gonna be one of them hiccup games. Just like there's one outer rhythm games he's gonna have, and so I think the Panthers might just capitalize on a moment and might just eke it out just by a tad bit.
I like it. Next, we have a battle of two 2-2 teams that won their divisions last year, the Eagles and the Packers. Dean, of course, just won 17-14 over the Vikings in primetime. And I can't remember what the Eagles did exactly last week. He may have lost his game last week.
The Eagles lost last week.
Yeah, he lost 42-14. He's taken two straight losses. I mean, to Jimmy, that's not a bad loss because he beats everyone. He's on like a 30-something game win streak now. I think that I expect T. Lewis and this defense to bounce back for the Eagles. Dean is having some Wi-Fi issues, and he's not playing all that spectacular in offense. I think if he runs the ball well with Bryce Love, he's got a good chance to win. But I think that the Eagles' defense is so much significantly better. I'm going to take Philadelphia to win here.
This one is kind of a toss-up for me. I see an argument for both sides for this one, but at the same time, if the Eagles play like he did against the Rams last week, I don't see him coming out on top against the Packers at all. I think the Packers he showed he's a pretty good solid user. He doesn't miss much, and he doesn't turn over the ball a lot. So as far as I've seen so far,
And that's something well noted, worth saying, because Philly is also one of the more turnover-prone teams in this league. So I think if he can limit that, he'll win. But if not, you're right on. Dean's going to win the game. I picked the road team to win every game, I just realized so far, but that's going to stop here. We got the Chiefs at 0-4, traveling to play the 3-1 Browns. Lester's playing good all-around football right now. Definitely, I think, one of his better teams he's ever had. The Chiefs could not stop the run last week against the Lions, which is what Leslie does very well with this Browns team. So I expect Cleveland to win this one at home pretty handily. I think that as long as he can limit his turnovers, especially like throwing the ball, that he's gonna play very well. I expect Cleveland to win.
all right. Now this one I've actually played both of these users before, so in other leagues. So now I definitely say I think the Browns are going to come out on top on this one. I think he is a little bit. He's going to have his defense is a little bit more superior and he creates better stops and run stops at that. So I definitely think he'll take the Chiefs for that one. And I just don't think the Chiefs have any answer for the run defense.
Yep. Next, we have the 49ers at 0-4 playing the 2-2 Redskins. I've said over the past few seasons there's a lot of inconsistent teams in the NFC East, but I am convinced that the Redskins are the most inconsistent. He has great games where he'll storm back and beat the Cowboys, and he beat the hell out the Eagles the last time they played. And then he loses last week. Nothing personally against Dwayne, but this is a game that I think the Skins is supposed to win, especially at home. So I think that he's going to bounce back here with a victory. Um, I can't see him losing to two Murphys 2 weeks in a row because the Niners is Dwayne's nephew. So I think that Skins has got some good game film probably, and he's going to bounce back with a win here.
All right. I'm going to pick an upset on this one. Just to be a little bit of real rather pick an upset. I think the 49ers can take it out, get their first win of the season right here. Right here against the Skins. The Skins he's having a tough time turmoil, and I think that he might still be on the downcline just a little bit more, and the 49ers will eke out his first win.
I like it. Big game here for you. 2-1 Texans head on the road to play the 3-1 Bills. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the Patriots versus the Bills game. Definitely some good film there if you did. Buffalo says he's going to blow you out. I don't think that's going to be the case. From what I've seen, you seem like a pretty good user. He also seems like a good user first year in the league. I think I'm going to take Buffalo at home just because the roster is better. I think the users are pretty much about the same in skill. But I'm going to take Buffalo to win this game at home by 7 points. What about you?
Hey, I was told he's gonna wear me like a new pair of shoes to get to walking. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Like you're right. He does have a superior team when it comes to it, but we gonna see how the user skills stack up. So
I like it. Big
if he got
upset
a
win for you
superior
last week,
team,
definitely. Lots of
he got
momentum.
a, he got a superior team. I hope he comes through because hey, if he talked all that mess. Because trust me, believe if I win, he gonna get dragged for it.
I think the whole chat's going to be on his ass because he talks just as much shit, which is all good. But anyway, good predictions there. So you going to take yourself to win, or are you going to take Buffalo to win at home?
I'm taking myself always,
Of course, there you
always to
go.
win.
Always ride the momentum. Next, we have the 0-4 Ravens CPU team currently because Chap's away on family stuff, playing the 4-0 Rams. Jimmy is on a 37. It'll be 38 after this 38 game win streak at the moment. He just doesn't lose. I think that he's going to just take his fourth win here. Nothing really to talk about. Next, we have the Bears and the Broncos. Broncos user actually just left the league. They are 2-2. Bears are 4-0. I'm going to play the CPU immediately following this predictions video, so I should win. I beat the hell out the last CPU, so I mean nothing shouldn't be too crazy there, unless you think that I'm going to drop this one.
I mean, unless let the CPU go God mode on you, and then if it does that, then good luck. But other than that, you good.
This next one's one of the most exciting ones of the week for me, and I can't wait to watch it. The 3-1 Vikings go on the road to play the 2-1 Raiders. I definitely am rooting for C Money to get back to it, not just because the Vikings are an NFC North team, but he's been so close to making the playoffs before, and he's probably never had a better chance than this year. With the Chiefs starting off 0-4 and the Broncos being a CPU team, I think that Herc is a better all-around user. He definitely limits his turnovers more. I think that that's going to translate well against the Raiders, especially his run game. So I'm going to take the Vikings to win this game on the road by 10 to 14 points.
Uh, Me, I'm actually gonna take the Raiders on this one because how my logic thinking right now, the Raiders is actually I've seen one of his games and it was actually pretty decent. He threw up pretty decent numbers up, but I need him to win this because him winning this keep him in the hunt in the playoffs and having that other uh player in the hunt is gonna make competition a lot more easier.
Exactly. I like it. Battle between two winless teams. The 0-4 Colts play on the road at the 0-4 Dolphins. This is Dolphin user's second game. He played the Jags last week for his first one. Two has been better for the Colts. He went like 8-8 last season. He's off to a bad start here. I think that he's gonna do what it takes to win on the road here. I think it's gonna be a very, very close game, low scoring as games with two usually are. I'm gonna take the Colts to win on the road, 20-17.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna take the Colts too on this one. I played him already. He's actually a pretty decent user. Uh, on me, honestly, he gave up just probably I think three to four plays that he gave up that probably switched the whole momentum of that game for him. Otherwise, he stuck pretty close to me the whole game. So I think I'd give Colts a win, and I think it's gonna be a blowout win. Actually, I think Colts gonna win by 24 or more.
You see what Bills is talking shit in the chat already. 7 points is not enough. The user skills is not the same. Bill streaming RT now. Hurry up and finish the BS prediction so I can run you into the ground. God,
Like
I
I
hope you
said,
beat him. Man, he talks a
like
lot of
I
shit. He better
said,
win.
hey, he said he's gonna be walking. He's gonna be walking me all day long like a
We're gonna
dog.
see.
I can't wait.
I think he
I can't wait.
I
Roof,
think he's a
roof.
solid user, but I think he is underestimating you. This next game, nothing to underestimate. Probably the coup de grace of the week. Definitely two of the best 4 to 5 users in the league. Got Savon 3-1 heading on the road to play the 3-1 Titans. Titans have won 3 in a row after tripping week 1 against the Falcons. The Bengals playing really good football last week. He's beat the Ravens CPU twice, but the only user game that he's won, he beat the hell out of the Patriots, 45-3, I think. So Savon he's won like 4 or 5 bowls in here, something like that, and I think that this year being the final season, he definitely wants it bad. Twan has been winning games, but not like by a significant amount of points. For that reason, I think the Bengals just been a little more solid, and he's going to win this game on the road. I don't think it's going to be particularly close. I'll say about 14 points. There's going to be some revenge here since the Titans beat him the last 2 times they played.
Okay, so with that little information, I was thinking that the Bengals was gonna run home with that, but that little information might have changed it. But I am been looking at the Titans look closely now since he's leading the division over here with him and the Jags on the South. So I've been watching him. I've been watching him a little closely. But I want the Titans to lose. I want the Titans to lose. So I'm gonna go for the Bengals. Bengals, you better win. You better win. That's all I need to say. And just blow them out for me. Demoralize them, injure a couple players. Do it for me.
No, you can never guess wrong when you bet on Savon to win. Him and Jimmy are those guys that usually never pick against him. Really good game here. The 4-0 Cardinals go to play the 3-1 Seahawks on the road. Hawks have won 3 in a row after dropping their first game of the season to the Vikings. Cardinals playing really good football right now. This one's going to be a really, really exciting game to watch. I think CJ's offense is high flying. He's put up over 50 points 2 to 3 weeks in a row now, something like that. So he really has got it where he wants. Cardinals limit the turnovers. He runs the football. He controls the ball. So it's kind of opposite the Seahawks. Both of them decent defensive users. Cardinals probably slightly better, although the Seahawks team is probably slightly better. It's going to be a very, very close game, but I'm going to take the Seahawks to win at home. I think the Seahawks are the 12th man, right? It's going to make the difference. It's going to feel like 12 people on the field. The Hawks are going to win this game on the road at home by 7 points.
Now, see, I played both of these users multiple times. So I'm trying to think. Out of these two, now me and the Seahawks, we've been divisional rivals before. So let me see. I actually do think the Seahawks might win this one because as many times me and him played, he's a pretty good user, and I think he might take it out.
I like it. Good pick. Next, we got the last game of the week, the Steelers at the Chargers. Steelers are, one second, let me pull it up. I think they're 0-4 or 0-3. They're 0-3 playing the 2-1 Chargers. Chargers are tied for the division lead. Definitely a lot to play for them. Pittsburgh may have the most anemic offense in the league. He's a heavy run team with not too much terrible success with it. He plays really good, solid defense, though. He does limit his turnovers. Despite not getting a lot of yards, he doesn't really turn the ball over a lot. I think that's going to translate well against the Chargers. I think this is going to be a very low-scoring game. I doubt either team will get over 20 points, but I'm going to take the Chargers to win this one by 3 at home.
Yeah, I think I take the Chargers. I did peek at one of the games that the Steelers played, and it was Steelers offense just didn't drive with me as well.
Yeah, he doesn't really move the ball very well. He doesn't turn it over, but he doesn't really move the ball.
But I definitely think the Chargers are taking that one.
All right, I like it. Definitely glad to have you for these predictions, bro. Definitely looking forward to having you in for more videos and heading into next Madden as well. Thank you very much for being here for the video.
No problem at all. I'm just ready. Thank you for having me.
Yep. Yeah, get that game going. I want to see it. Man, I'm rooting for you because I cannot wait for the shit talk in the chat to drag this man after all the shit he's talked. All right, man. Take it easy. Everybody get your games in and have a good day.